a good day at work. Bye bye. Hi Legion. Hi Waffle. It's still not my birthday. Hi operator. Hi Travis. Hi Mokolo. Hi Titi. Tickle. Awawa. Oh yeah, guys, today has been a heck of a day. And by heck of a day, I feel like nothing happened for me. It was just one of those days where you just feel really, really tired for no good reason. But it's fine. Because I decided, have you guys seen, I feel like we've seen on TikTok, or at least we've seen on stream, like that one TikTok where it's like, listen, if your day is fucked, give up. Some days are fucked, and they cannot be unfucked. So just go to sleep, take a nap, try again tomorrow. And honestly, I will say I took a little nap for a little reset, and you know what? It kind of does do the trick. Hi, Frigo. Yeah, but obviously the day is still, well, the day is not young, but the day is like middle-aged. A little bit. The day is in its mid-40s. Actually, no, it's like in its 80s, but it's so humid. But, so I was like, oh, take a mini nap. And we're gonna do a refresh for stream, because stream always makes me feel better. And lo and behold, it does. And Turkey, thank you for the prime. At first you don't succeed, take a nap. Honestly, real. You literally have a video of Matsu saying that in the reacts thread. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so we did watch. I was like, I feel like we watched it recently. Or a version of it. Yeah, we watched Matsuya say that. And honestly, listen to Matsuya. Except for when he barges in and starts panicking and causes other people to panic unintentionally, despite his good intentions. And it caused people to freak out. And, and start evolving into monsters and eating people. We have been blessed with another beautiful day and you are here to see it? Yeah. When life gives you lemons, make life take the lemons back. You know who she is. She's the girl who is going to burn down your house with the lemons. Can you burn a house down with lemons? Oh, I just woke up and heard the jingle of keys. Awawa. Hi, Zaira. Good morning. Awawa. Sure. With science. Hold on. I don't know what kind of science or arcane magic you know of that allows you to burn people's houses down with lemons and only lemons. For research purposes, don't let me know. Okay, immediately I see two messages in chat that inform me. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry. That jump scared me. How was my tablet going? But anyway, guys, how was your days today? I was a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. The one bright spot in my day was I was kind of sucked into the Northern Lion. Another entertaining streamer I like to watch on occasion was playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby today. Never in my life would I have thought that in the big 2025, Northern Lion would be playing a gacha game about anime horse girls. So that is something that I was entertaining myself with earlier today, despite me just being like, today's a little washed. I got a sudden headache and I feel like a dog on me. I'm so sorry. You know what? Take a nap. Try again tomorrow. I managed to convince him, like, I don't know even how, like, doesn't matter who convinced him, the fact that he's playing, and he was into it! Listen, when I said this on Twitter, but I was just like, listen, when people say that, like, oh man, retro and vintage stuff are making a comeback, I did not think horse racing and horse gambling would be it. But here we are. I watched a little bit of the VOD after I got home. I couldn't catch it live because I was at work. It is something to behold. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I will play Uma Musume because the UI is overwhelming AF. I was already overwhelmed when I played Nikke that one time, and I still want to try it again, but I just genuinely just feel overwhelmed when I look at it, and so was he. But by the end there, man oh man, he was into it. Aren't centaurs technically horse girls? Have there... Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but I feel like the majority of iconic centaurs are men, and I do not know a lot of women centaurs. So, not very much. Centaurs are technically insects because they have 6 limbs. I don't like that sentence. I don't like that said. No, don't say that we just got science, because okay, I'm gonna take you guys back to science class, okay? Because insects, what makes an insect, first of all, is that yes, it has six limbs, but it has an exoskeleton and like 3 body parts, like the head, the thorax, and the abdomen or whatnot, right? That's why spiders aren't insects, because they have 8 legs, or any and two of those 3. Centaurs, well, centaurs have a head, technically an abdomen, and I guess they have would the bottom part of them count as... Do centaurs have 2 chests? Stop. Wait, hold on. They have a human head and chest, torso, and then, but the horse part has... I don't like that either. Why would you... Does that mean they have 2 sets of Okay, guys. I don't like how this stream is starting. You guys understand this, yes? I don't like... 1, centaurs are not insects. Because I don't care if they have three main body parts and 6 legs. They don't have an exoskeleton. And no, an armored centaur does not count. Centaurs have 2 chests and 2 stomachs. How does the 90-degree angle where man meets horse work in terms of their spines? Have you seen the Centaur from Gravity Falls? No. Hi, hi, Nanas. Also, hi, Evie. Hi, Zarian. Would you rather we go back to a week or 2 ago? Would you rather start talking about soup again? I really... Okay. I feel like as a community, we cling on to ideas. Some of them, you know, okay, here's a fun... If we want to talk about anatomy... Here's a fun fact. Babies have a natural reflex to grab onto things. It's a natural reflex. So you know how when you put like a finger out to a baby, it naturally just it has like a death grip on you. That is a natural reflex that is built in to the baby. I feel like as a community, you guys have the same natural reflex, but it's mental. Where you guys one of you says something very, very cursed, viscerally produces a visceral reaction that something that we should not ponder too deeply about. It's very much when you look into the abyss and the abyss stares back, except you guys have a natural inclination to do that. One of you does the impulsive thought, and then all of you just cling. And now we all have this hive mind where I'm stun locked for like 30 minutes pondering about whether or not centaurs have to wear 2 bras and they have 2 rib cages and the possibility of them being an insect and whatnot. So you're saying that babies are nature's cup holders? No. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm... What? What? GIF in general chat in the Discord? Remember when I said that, guys, I've been having a funky day. You know what? It's okay, cause stream always makes me feel better. I'm really questioning that. I'm really questioning that. Why does that exist? Why does here? Or those of you who are not in the who are not in the Discord, or maybe who knows? This is like someone from the VOD. Uh. What? I'm done. We're we are finished. It is Jover. I would say please stall Yuzi for an hour and a half so I can watch since I'm going to the store, but I saw what happened last time. The insanity board gonna go crazy. Yeah, I was actually thinking that as I was rushing to set up stream. This is gonna... Oh my god. It's... My eyes... Listen, if I have to see this, you guys have to see this. This is the pact we make as a community, okay? If I must suffer psychic damage 9 out of 10 times, you guys can take the 1 out of 10 times where you also suffer psychic damage. Okay? This is called teamwork. Okay? This is the symbiotic relationship we have. All right? I don't know if I used that term correctly, but I'm just gonna say it with my whole chest and pray that it works. I didn't sign up for that, or, well, a majority of you play Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm gonna be straight up honest. Some of you are used to a lot worse body horror than that. Alright? Come on. You got this. Hi, Lure. Wait, there was a pact. I didn't sign up for this. Well, it's unfortunately you did. We have your signatures. They're right here. In my desk. You know, it's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I love psychic damage. See, that's an issue. We've unfortunately made a blood pact somehow, disregarding any form of like bloodborne illnesses. Yo, Big Y, can you hit us with your catchphrase? No one in the history of ever has called me Big Y, but what's my catchphrase? What do you mean? That's probably my catchphrase. Also, what's up, man? Always read the fine print, guys. Exactly. Exactly. Is it symbiotic or parasitic? Listen, maybe that's for us to find out and just simply never know. Guys, if I were to have a catchphrase, what would it be? I feel like it would just be, what do you mean? I feel like I say that, it's either that or just what? It would just be what? God. Usually standee at Offkai next year with what do you mean in big bold letters floating next to as a tagline. Amazing. If I could listen, if I ever got a cardboard standee, I would make sure that thing is like true to life size, okay? 7 feet tall. Big Y is funny because she's by no definition of the word big. Okay, listen. Some would say my personality. Okay. 1, my personality. 2, if you're implying that I'm short, I am not. I am the average height of an American woman. Lil Yuzimii. The amount of people who made that joke, I swear to God. Get Tova and Jacobs to make a massive cutout. I don't know how they take requests, but man, oh man, do I have an idea. So in other words, a giant. Yes, canonically, I am 100 feet tall as a guardian spirit. I do like the, you know, I condense my aether to human form sometimes. The lore the lore implications, what does that mean? Then we build a skyscraper in the shape of Yuzimii, then all live in her. I feel like there are many allegories where people have built things to reach the heavens, and they never usually go well. 100-foot onion. Okay. Hi, Eternal, getting yourself here. Welcome. We're about to do the Final Fantasy XIV Insanity board for the beginning of the second raid tier. That boggles my mind and scares me half to death, because that is not a good thing. So much happened, and it's only the beginning half of the first tier. No, the second tier, sorry. Giant size compacted into a small size. Usually is going to become a black hole. Yes. All light shall disappear within me. I consume universes. No, I don't. Actually, we disproved that literally yesterday when I told you guys that my stomach is small. Not in a fun way. Baby's building a tower into space. Space is where he's gonna find his dad. Daddy's got an arm, and baby's gonna harm his arm by tearing it off his... What? Well, Devil May Cry 3 had a tower reaching for the heavens, and it was banger, so maybe a tower can be fun. Does that mean I have to play Devil May Cry at some point to understand? I can only eat 2 plates of universes. Interesting. Yuzimii confirmed as Galactus. Is that what Galactus is? Is that what Galactus be? My brain hort. It's okay, Nanas. My brain hort every day. Look, sometimes your dad shows up, rips your arm off, and then you gotta build a tower into space to fight your dad and take his arm. If that's to sum up the Devil May Cry series, I just have more questions. Yuzimii Cry series? That's just Final Fantasy 14. Oh, Yuzimii Cry is just Final Fantasy 14. Hi, Reza. Yuzi stream is exactly what I need today. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Nah, 14 is Yuzi will cry? Okay. Alright, guys. I'm sure there's other games that can make Yuzi cry. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like when you guys suggest me games, the primary goal should not be, will this make Yuzi cry? I want that to be clear. Damn, that's a chunky board. Well, Core, it's only gonna get chunkier. And actually, I don't know if it's gonna get chunkier because we have to clear. Hold on. Where the fuck? Hold on. Nope. We need to clear this hot mess up because there's a lot of things wrong with it that we now need to fix. But we're 14 players. We feed off tears. Yeah, and I'm surprised you haven't summoned a weeping primal yet. Fat Chocobo Chonky? Yeah, it pretty thick with the 3 C's and a Q. Oh my god. Guys. I had like the worst. Okay. You would think that me reading and playing Final Fantasy 14 would like improve my English speaking skills. I think Tickle was the only person here that was there presently. I had the worst moment of English since my university internship last night. Wait, Tickle, are you in here? Asking if my head mod is still present. I don't know. But oh my god. I had like the worst case of English yesterday. And for those of you who are not around, when I say worst incident since my no, that's not what I said. Back in university, I had an internship, right? And it doesn't matter where or what. The TLDR, sometimes brain think too fast word. Mouth can't keep up brain. Mouth tries say words brain wants to say, but misses some of them due to lag. I went up to like my supervisor, manager, or whatever person, my supervisor, because I was requested to print something out, to share a document via email with people before a meeting, and print out physical copies for when they arrive. And what I meant to say was, when I was giving my report to the person, was, hi, yeah, so I have shared and printed, or no, I think it was started. Yeah, I started printing the document. Except I skipped over like all other letters and or syllables. Oh my god, it's happening again. Syllables, and I said, yes, I sharded. It was not my finest moment. Okay? And that was several years ago. Okay? Here's the thing. Yesterday, I was going over some recordings that I've done because I'm making a cover for my debut. I made a cover for my debut, right? and I really wanted genuine feedback from my friends because you know, ideally in the future I want to put my covers on Spotify or like on streaming services so that like people can carry them wherever they go and listen. You guys can listen to it on the go and whatnot if you guys want to. And so what I wanted to say was, guys, like your opinions as listeners matter to me. That was the sentence I wanted to say. Guys, the sentence I want to say was, guys, your opinions as listeners matter to me. The problem was that my brain went too fast. I skipped over syllables and I said, guys, pissers. Guys, I said the word piss and I was like, they were like, what? And I was like, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Oz, why are you here? Hi, Oz. Hi, Oz, how are you? Hope you're doing good. You didn't hear anything, right? 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 No, it's do not call yourself the Pissners. Stop. Okay, stop. Not everything returns to P. Don't say that, because that sounds awful. We all have piss lore. Don't say that. We're never getting to the insanity board if we're spending this much time on piss. Would you be surprised if there have been streams in the past where we have spent longer on piss and still got the board done? That should not really be a selling point now, should it? That shouldn't be a selling point. I'm sorry. Do us a favor and commence the renting of what? I don't even know what that is. What is that? What is that word? Oh my god. Okay. I'm getting veritable flashbacks to when I used to watch a VTuber, but I had to step back because the P jokes have to. Okay, here's the thing. I don't intentionally do this. Unfortunately, sometimes my brain fails me. But that's it. That's all I want to say. That's the end of story time. Let's not. I need to do a rebrand. We need to rebrand the entire thing. Just start from scratch. We're just never gonna do this again. Fair? Fair. Let's start over, guys. Hi guys, my name is Yuzimii. Welcome in. I am such a wholesome, family-friendly, say-so VTuber who, yep, nothing out of the ordinary here. Whoa, new debut right. Yeah, I'm gonna debut right now. Have you guys ever thought like a VTuber's debut is kind of like when an Asian rips off his robes and just consumes their full form? No, that's a bad analogy because we've already compared that to like to just stripping down to your undies, and I'm not doing. That's not what I'm doing. Never mind. Let's not do that. I'm so Don't give me question marks, Oz! I'm not! Okay, this was bad. This was bad. This was a bad train of thought. This is a bad train of thought. You know how like you go and into like a visual novel or whatever and you get like the bad ending? This was the bad ending. Bad ending to this conversation. Hi, Woida! Oh god. That was a gross mispronunciation of your name. Is it Woida? Like water, but Woida? Like Moida, but Woid. I feel like I'm hallucinating. I'm hallucinating syllables. I'm hallucinating words. Time to reload from the save. You're so right. It's not even a real name. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's like you know, like when people I think in like what, Boston. Why did I say it like that? Boston. It's like when people like make fun of people from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York because they say water like water, 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 and then there's people like up in Boston that say, "Yeah, I like a glass of water." It's like when I say Phoenix. Boys. I actually do know some people from Boston and I feel like they will kill me. Are you familiar with the nice boat? No, I know the nice cock meme, but I feel like that's not what you're talking about. Are we speedrunning debut to graduation? Guys, what if I told you I'm just a ghost from beyond the grave at this point? Park my car in the Harvard yard. Yeah. it's no the it's the guys. Okay. Oh my god. Gonna we will get there. Hi, Blueby! I just told them about what I told you and Tori and Tickle yesterday by accident. And now I'm being accused of designing my own downfall of the English language. Yeah, cup of coffee. Coffee. Anyway, I apologize to anyone from the Boston area. I know there's a high likelihood I am highly butchering your accent, and I don't mean offense, but I know it can sound offensive. More or less. I'm sorry. Space Boston, my absolute worst fear. It's okay. Yesterday I found out that Pandemonium is just ancient New Jersey. Boston Yuzimii versus Bluebeeism. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn, didn't know you're Bostonist? But okay, see, that sounds too close to botanist. And I wanted to be a botanist, but I'm not Bostonist. Oh my gosh. But anyway, what were we have, guys, jingle. We have to correct an insanity board today. I'm gonna we may need to wipe this area of the board and nuke it. Oh my god. Okay. See, now we're clinging to the whole idea of Boston. Guys, may I redirect you to Eorzean, New Jersey. Guys, Pandemonium. It's Hoboken. Look. Ding ding. Ding ding. I don't see any mistakes there. Well, okay, hold on. Oh, I'm rotating. Okay, listen. Oh my god, stop rotating. Hands off the keyboard. Okay. The Space Red Sox? Jesus Christ. Okay, listen. We got to, first of all, this is wrong. I thought I need to recalibrate my tablet. Okay. All right. Isn't New Jersey just NYC with a spray tan? Also, thank you for the follow, Riser. As a not proud New Jerseyan. I'm sorry, New Joysian. Listen, I may make fun of where I'm from because I call it the armpit of the United States, and it is true. Unless you are from New Jersey, you cannot make fun of New Jersey. And it is not New York. New York drivers suck. So do New Jersey drivers, but at least we don't at least we don't follow the speed limit on highways. They are a light suggestion that no one follows. Counterpoint, all drivers suck. If I see a driver on the turnpike that's going a straight 65 miles an hour, sorry for people who use not freedom units, I automatically know they're not from New Jersey. 9 times out of 10, it's a New York State license plate, or it's from like Connecticut, Pennsylvania. God forbid I see a Florida, okay? Not fungible taco. Hello. People in New Jersey wish they were from New York. I'll have you know, I'm also from New York. And and I'ma be honest, okay? Okay, going to New York is fun. Staying in New York, sometimes it ain't all cracked up to be, okay? You can't even pump your own gas in New Jersey. Careful up there on your high horse. Listen. I never said that. Okay, all I'm saying is only New Jerseyans can make fun of New Jersey. I don't want to hear it from other states who don't have a Wawa, okay? I don't want to hear it. All I know about New Jersey is how partisan they are about food names. Taylor ham. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't really care that much about Taylor ham, but I've gotten into verbal fights with my friends across New Jersey because some call it Italian ice and some people call it water ice. Californian here. What's a Wawa? Okay. So it is essentially a convenience store that has grown into like a gas station convenience store. It's not the same level as the legendary mystical Buc-ee's that is in the South that I've only heard of in tales and legends. But it is only found in the Northeast, in like Pennsylvania, New Jersey for the most part, and I think like a little south, like in Delaware, Maryland. It's a regional thing, and honestly, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. Hey, no, okay, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Buc-ee's. Whoa. This is not me hating on Buc-ee's. If anything, I want to make a Buc-ee's pilgrimage. Okay, this is gonna sound so touristy of me. I cannot fathom going to a gas station so large that it qualifies as a grocery store and has its own merchandise. With and has statues of its mascot. I cannot, that is something that I have not fathomed. Like, because I'm gonna be honest, I have a pretty high regard for gas stations because I'm Korean. My family lives in Korea. I think the coolest gas stations in the world, as far as my experience, has been Korean gas stations. Because we got food courts, it's a shopping mall, and the food is great, food quality is great, it's walkable, I love it. But then I hear shit that, like my Texan friends have called a Buc-ee's. And they're like, you don't understand. It is massive. It is like a testament to road trips, truckers, and the state of Texas combined. And I'm like, I don't get it. Is it a beaver? I don't know what it is. It's like a primal. It's like people believe in Buc-ee's so much. It's manifested into this it's more than a gas station. It's more than a gas station at this point in my head. Best bathrooms at Buc-ee's, is that really the selling point? Is that... Wait, is that a genuine selling point? How bad are... Okay. Hating on Buc-ee's, I never thought I'd see that. I'm not hating on Buc-ee's! I cannot imagine it. I want to make... Okay, I'm planning on going to Texas in the fall to visit friends. I told them there are a few things I want to see. I want to make a Buc-ee's pilgrimage. I want to go to a Whataburger. And I want to see a fight at a Waffle House. Those are 3 things that I just genuinely want to understand that they are real things that are outside the internet that I can't experience. When you're on a road trip, good bathrooms are serious business. Okay, true. See a fight at a Waffle House or Starbucks? Okay, I've been to a Waffle House once, and it was like at 11 a.m. No fights. No, nothing. It was actually, the staff were pretty nice. I'm not a fan of grits. Or maybe the grits were bad. I don't know. But like, I was just like, is there no action that's gonna happen? Can't believe famous VTuber Yuzimii started a fight at a Waffle House in Texas. I mean, I was being told that Waffle House, I gotta watch your back, Yuzi. And I'm just like, yeah, I got breakfast there. What? Like, what is this? IHOP? Listen, Southerner here, work yourself up to Waffle House. You gotta fight in the minor circuits. Like, what the fuck is a huddle house? Last time I was in Florida, I drove an hour and a half out of my way to one. They didn't have fried chicken and waffles at the Waffle House. I feel like that is just false advertising then. It's not an American bathroom till you look inside and swear you just caught a disease from just looking into it. What the fuck? Gotta hit the Waffle House at like 1 or 2 a.m. Like after last call at the bars. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Noted. Okay. Out of several dozen times I've eaten at an IHOP, I've never once witnessed a fight break out. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm at a Waffle House. There's no fight. I might as well should have gone to IHOP. What? Although I will say, I went to South Carolina one time and my life was changed because I was introduced to Bojangles. I think never in my life, like, has Popeyes been toppled so quickly. Okay, number 1 fried chicken currently in the US for me is always from a chain is Jollibee. Number 1 fried chicken in general for me is Korean fried chicken, but I like going to those mom and pop shops in Korea. But again, that's not in America. But chain wise, it's Jollibee. But when it comes to Western type chicken and waffles, Bojangles, man. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the prime. Did someone say Jollibee? I love Jollibee. But when it comes to Western, like Western type fried chicken, Bojangles. I was so shocked. I've also never been to a Denny's, Visor. Bojangles overrated. Listen, I don't know. Maybe it was that one location that I went to, but it was like, it was a holy experience. It was life change. Lord, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. And also thank you for the hype trade. Thank you guys. It always fills me with bliss when people get so hyped for Jollibee while I'm just sat here in my house being like, I live a couple cities away from a Jollibee. What the hell? Man. We have a banchan near here and it's quite good. I'm telling you, banchan. Man, like, it's not the same, but don't get me wrong. Banchan can be okay on a good day. Oh my gosh. Like banchan, it's like the thing is, okay. Oh my god. This is gonna be the last thing I say, then we have to lock in for the insanity board. Listen. I think when it comes to fried chicken chains and places, it's consistency that matters, right? I've been to enough Jollibees during my travels to be like, you know, Jollibee has pretty good consistency. Yeah, there may be a day when a location has a bad day, but overall, pretty solid throughout. I think the worst consistency I've ever seen is KFC. Actually, it's not even consistency. It's just been ass. Every single time. It's just been ass, right? I think the most inconsistent would probably be Korean fried chicken chains. Chains in the US. Because I've been to Bonchan's a couple locations. Sometimes they can have good days. Sometimes they can have bad days. And the frequency of how good they are varies from location to location. Like, you can never have a consistent experience. And I'm just like, man, I can't even reliably recommend something to people if they want good Korean fried chicken because it's so inconsistent. KFC fell off. Was KFC ever on? Let's be honest now. What y'all know about Church's chicken? Okay, I've only ever had Church's chicken once. And that's the one with like the honey biscuit or whatever. Am I getting that correct? Because whenever I try a new fried chicken chain, it has to be both the fried chicken and the biscuit. They go hand in hand. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say like I know anything because I'm not a Southerner. But I just feel like if you are a fried chicken chain, at least get the goddamn basics right. You gotta get the fried chicken and the biscuit right. Right? I tried Church's chicken once. Fried chicken was alright. The biscuit was horrendous. I could not, I've never gone back. But I don't know if it was off that day or what, but I just wasn't feeling it, man. The honey biscuit thing, not, maybe it's just not my style. Maybe it's just not my taste. So I was just like, oh, man. And that honestly turned me off from the Church's experience. I'm gonna be real honest. My KFC has good biscuits and good chicken. That's like, again, I'm not saying, like, I just think when you are recommending and we're judging fried chicken chains, consistency, man. Because if one location has better stuff than another, how the goddamn hell am I supposed to recommend shit? Give my boy Church's a second shot. Well, if I can find another Church's, sure, I'm gonna give it a try. Also, I just want to say I am not a fried chicken connoisseur. And honest to goodness, I'm not really a picky eater. Like, I've always been taught when growing up that I shouldn't ever put food to waste. But I know my own preferences, and so, you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt, because what do I know? Have you ever had Crave Wings? Never heard of it. You should go burger hunting and try a Swenson's. Okay, I've said my opinion about burgers on stream before. And for those of you who have been there, can attest. God damn it. Can attest. Chat did not receive my opinion about burgers very well. And you know what? I'm gonna be real honest. And I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. I feel like burgers as a form of eating beef is just not impressive and a pain in the ass to eat. It's not my favorite. It's not like like when I go to a place, I'm not super jazzed to eat a burger. I don't like burgers. I try to avoid them if I can. I will eat them, but they're not my preference. Whoa, Muramasa. Come on now. Whoa. You're so valid, but you gotta get a big, good burger. Okay. I just think, I think, okay. I have a few qualms with burgers. I'm gonna say my burger opinion, and then we're gonna move on, okay? I think there's a burger spectrum, and I've realized that no matter what kind of burger I hit on the spectrum, I just don't like it. And now let me explain what I mean by a burger spectrum. On the far end, I feel like there are burgers that are way too complicated. There are burgers that do way too much. It's too much, and they try a little too hard. If the burger is too tall, and I have to smush the burger down to get it to fit in my mouth, I think that is a construction flaw. I just feel like that's just not a good burger experience. I feel like if your burger has too many things in it that make it too tall that you have to destroy the burger for you to consume it, I just think that is a flawed burger. Just unhinged. What do you guys think? I have a snake? Also, please keep in mind, I shared this lore yesterday. My dentist said I am one of her patients with the smallest mouths. Can you imagine what would happen? Like, me just getting a burger that's like, you know, a little too tall. That experience sucks balls. That squish is not destroy, just concentrates it into a consumable space. Like a burger that needs some squishing. Okay, here's the thing why I don't like the squishing, right? And people say that one of the good characteristics of a burger that oh my god, that it's juicy. If I squish a burger, and a quality of a good burger is that it's juicy, I'm so sorry, but I hate the feeling of just juice and sauce running down my hand. Okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, and don't get me wrong. I don't want to hear like, oh, juice, oh, juicy. I was saying juicy, juicy. Yeah, don't give me the, oh, Yuzi, you never ate food with your hands before? What do you do when you eat a taco? Or whatever, or whatnot. Oh my, and I'm just like, there's something about a burger that is just infinitely more splash, and I hate it. I'm just not a fan. Okay? So there's that, right? And so I don't like burgers on the one end of the spectrum that they just do too much. It's too much. They need to stop. Stop trying that. You're doing too much. Right? Another thing that I do not like about the construction of a burger is that there's too many times when I try to squish down a burger and take a bite, and it's either in the biting process or in the squishing process where things start falling out. And like then your bread to your bun to meat ratio is wrong, or like you have a tomato falling out the other end, or you got your onions are shuffling, and the ratio of things to carb or vegetable is wrong. And I'm just like, nothing is in place. Nothing is in place when the burger gets too tall. I feel like this is just a skill gap problem. Do not call this a skill issue. I swear to God, this is not a skill issue. The bun to meat ratio is important because why? Listen, why would I want a little itty bitty piece of bun if I have so much meat left? At a certain point, what am I holding on to? I might as well just be holding on to the patty, okay? It's a skill issue. I don't want to hear it, okay? Sourdough burger for the win. Sturdy, a good holding. Okay, so Flair, you make up a great point. Also, I'm going to say in 30 seconds at the top of the hour, we have a 3-minute ad break. to allow the rest of stream for the next hour to be pre-roll free so that new people, when they join the stream, won't be hit with a wall of ads. I'm gonna continue this rant. And hopefully by the end of the ads, I'll be done this rant so we can actually do the insanity board. But thank you so much. If you guys are with me and supporting stream and you're sub to me, please use the emotes for good not evil. But if you are in agile, you know, make sure you stretch, drink some water, grab some snacks. Stream will continue shortly. Have you ever had a sloppy Joe? Yes. And it's in the name for a reason. But Flair brings a great point. I genuinely think I will eat a burger, and usually the burgers that I'm more okay with are non-brioche bun burgers. And for those of you who have heard my opinion about bread, I'm not the biggest fan of brioche. One, I think it's too soft for a burger. That bun gets way too fucking soggy if you're gonna have a lot of meat, juice, and sauce. Okay, don't use a brioche. It's also too sweet. I'm not a fan of sweet breads that are used in savory cooking. Right? I just think it's too many restaurants. I'm just like on a brioche bun, and I'm just like, no, I just don't think that works. This is why you use the wrapper to hold the innards inside the burger while you eat. No. See, if you go to a restaurant, they're not going to give you a burger in a wrapper. They do the thing where they hand you the big ass plate with the fries and the burger and a knife through the burger, and I'm just like, what am I what? We have had this rant before, so like I'm trying to wrap it up, Nomad. But anyway, yeah. And then I've had very simple burgers. I've had very, on the other side of the spectrum, very simple burgers. I've had my friends take me to In-N-Out, and they've asked me, well, Yuzi, isn't it great? And I'm like, listen. In-N-Out burgers, for the price, is a steal of a deal when it comes to what the amount of food you get, and for the price you pay. It's just okay. It's just okay. Why are you going to a restaurant for burgers, bro? In New Jersey, we have a diner culture. A lot of the times when I've met up with my friends at places, often enough, it's just diners, which I guess are considered restaurants, and they usually have burgers there. It's like, and especially for college students or university students, a burger at a diner, you know, often not comes with like fries and maybe like a side of soup or a salad. So like, it's a pretty good deal when it comes to the money you pay and the amount of food you get for a university student. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, I've had In-N-Out burgers. They're all right. They're nothing to like write home about. You know what I mean? They are okay. Shocking Mexican restaurants sometimes have banger burgers. I don't have a lot of that where I am. Man, I do wish I had more like Mexican food. Or I was introduced to Peruvian food actually like not too long ago, and that was amazing. Ugh. But anyway, but yeah, I'm not saying I won't eat a burger. I am saying that I'm just not a fan. I will eat it. It's not my go-to form of sandwich or beef. Nomad, thank you so much for the gift to Evie. Oh my goodness, thank you. Also, I'm sorry that you got a really bad ad. No, yeah, that is not good. I don't like that Twitch is now. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that ad either, Evie. That is, But welcome back, guys. Anyway, the burger civil war is over. We are now going back to our irregularly scheduled insanity boarding, or trying to, attempting to. We're doing great, guys. Really doing great. Okay. What do you think Elidibus's thoughts on burgers? I honestly think no. I feel like I Elidibus is essentially the manager of giant creations of mass destruction. You think he's gonna care about a burger? If anything, Elidibus is the kind of guy that has boy dinner at his desk in Pandemonium. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mentioned this before. You should try Lebanese food. I honestly want to try more food around the world. And I told you guys, I want to learn how to cook for myself when I get to a place that has a kitchen that allows me to do that. All right. Guys, lock in. Okay. So we need to fix some things. My tablet stopped working. Hold on. Windows system noise incoming. There we go. All right, I need to reset my tablet configurations for the 1 millionth time. All right. We need to fix some things. So this is not... Hold on. This is not Abyssos. This is Abyssos. And... Oh, I keep on confusing Elidibus and La Habrea. I'm sorry. La Habrea would not care. Elidibus's opinion on burgers, I think, would just... He would be bemused. This is question mark, question mark, question mark. Speaking of... Okay. I am upset. I am... One, I went back in the FOD yesterday. I did not think I screamed as loud as I did. Turns out, no, I screamed very loudly when, okay. So, we're gonna address a few things. We're gonna address a few things. So, hold on. Where is he? Did I even draw him? He's somewhere in Elpis. Here. There he is. So, okay. I'm gonna need to draw another arrow. Fuck, I'm gonna need to draw an arrow. I don't even have... Okay. This is gonna be awful. So, yesterday, teehee, we found out... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. The fuckery of this map is endless. Welcome to the insanity board. This is our usual Wednesday. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Where do I go? Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. I see a path. We go through Thavner. We go through... So, it's not just Temis. Hello? Hello? Elidibus? And also, it was Vina who... I mean, it was Azem who sent him. I... They should not have made Elidibus look that pretty. I take full offense. What the fuck? Okay. So we found out Temis is Elidibus. Also, La Habrea. How do we how do I begin? How do I begin to dissect this? Oh my god, how do I begin to dissect this? This is gonna be this is gonna look stupid. Please hold. La Habrea is okay. We know La Habrea, what he looks like, and I was upset. Is like upset would be some form of of what I was. Upset would be another descriptor of how I was feeling. Of Elidibus, not Elidibus, La Habrea. I feel like he had facial hair. Of did he have short hair? I don't remember. That this is that's La Habrea. However, oh my god, we also run into a, how do I even describe this? Someone called it a Sharingan, and I'm just also upset by that. A winged familiar eye thing that I am not happy with. And this is a like a familiar of some sort. And so we also met. How do I draw him? This is, how do I begin to explain? How do I begin to explain? I don't even know how to explain. I need a VOD review. I need a VOD review this. What did he look like? What did he look like? He looked like Eric Toney. Where is he? It's after I got vored by that carbuncle thing. Oh my god. Okay, I found it. He has, if anything, longer hair. I'm so confused. What did the shiny Pikachu do to you, Yuzi? It ate me! And I'm not explaining. We also met Hephaestus. Toys. I don't know how to spell his name. Okay, here's the thing: is I can't tell because I don't know if my screen is dark or if it's because of the shadows in the area. Is he is wait, hold on. Is he is tan, but he's not. Okay, what confuses me is how okay, I'm about to ask this question in a little bit. Hold on. Oh, the I is okay, hold on. Let me correct the spelling mistake first. Hephaestus. He posted the patch art in the okay, the patch art doesn't. Okay, compared to Temis, he is tanner. I think it's just hard for me to tell when it was all shadows in there. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Didn't stand directly in the middle of a puddle of stomach goo to get eaten. Okay, well, it was clearly my reflexes were not good enough for that test. So I don't know what you want me to say. Someone posted the patch art just now and I took a look at it. Okay, so he is Tanner. Okay. So we have La Habrea. He and Tony are this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Tony looks darker than old man La Habrea, but Tony and Hephaestus look like the same skin tone. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. But this is gonna be my best interpretation. So we have Hephaestus and we have La Habrea. Turns out I thought it was gonna be okay. Okay, hold on. So turns out Hephaestus jumps in. Well, this familiar tells Tony he is trying to make his wish come true. What is that wish? At the time, we don't know. Later, we found out this wish is to... Oh, God. Bring his mom back. And if for anyone who's watched Full Metal Alchemist knows that this is never a good thing. Who's Athena? Who's dead? Hephaestus, who I'm assuming is where this familiar came from, also claims that Athena's death was because of him, La Habrea. Turns out Hephaestus has also told Tony that no, I am your father. Which, by the way, is what Darth Vader says. Darth Vader does not say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father. People misremember that apparently a lot. And the biggest plot twist is that Hephaestus is a younger version of La Habrea, which is like, oh man, how did that happen, La Habrea? What evil happened to you? No, this is an evil of his own making. So all of this is La Habrea's fault because what he decided to do, because there is no therapy in Ba Sing Se, he decided to put all of his bad feelings, you know like the Lilo and Stitch drawing when Lilo drew Stitch. Hold on. Lilo Stitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's this fucking image. It's this image when Lilo has to explain to Stitch that he has a lot of he has a lot of it's like an unusual amount of bad he has within himself. Oh god damn it. Okay. There. So that that is what La Habrea did to himself a little bit. Well, he's always had this. So he took all the bad, all of the bad feelings within himself, all of this, and he put it into Hephaestus, and for some reason decide to let the bad feeling version of him roam free. So once again taps the sign on the door. This is why we need peer review in Elpis. Because I'm sure if La Habrea went to any scientist and be like, hey, listen, I want to make a sentient being, they would be like, yeah, sure, La Habrea. We've done that before. They're called familiars. That's no problem. We have that. And he's like, I want to put all of my bad qualities, into the sentient being. And they would be like, I guess you want things to be more efficient? Sure, we would just have to, keep it under lock and key. And then he's like, oops, it got out. What? Your grant has been where is the IRB in this process? Who was the peer reviewing all these creations again? No one. No one was, because La Habrea was at the top of the line for everything. It's called creating a tulpa. I've never heard of that before. But so oh my god. So now we have Hephaestus, who wants to bring back Athena. Well, they're both Hephaestus, they're both La Habrea, but I'm calling Hephaestus and La Habrea because there's two of them running around and I cannot differentiate. I won't be able to differentiate. So Hephaestus is trying to bring back Athena. La Habrea is trying to stop Hephaestus from bringing back Athena. And Eric Tony is sitting in the corner crying and holding his knees and shaking because he desperately needs family therapy. But we're in paradise. So who needs therapy? Right? Guys? Right? So that's the first half of the second tier. And it's going great. We're doing so great, guys. This is not messy at all. This somehow within all of this makes perfect sense. And we will not have to redo all of this ever again. We will never have to redo these wires ever again. What about that second tier boss of Hegemony and the banger song? Great, no notes. Oh, wait, I forgot. La Habrea also wants to nuke Pandemonium. I totally forgot about that. He wants to nuke. And how I was murdered. We were all murdered in our own ways. That's the fun part about Final Fantasy XIV, the critically acclaimed MMORPG. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we are going to start. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, this is how we're going to start today's raid day, which was technically supposed to be finished yesterday. but I got stun locked per text box. And here we are. So, you tell me how that feels. You tell me how things are going. Am I gonna get stun locked today? I don't know. You tell me. All right, let me open up 14. I am gonna be on Kukulane. As always, I'm gonna be having Party Finder up. The general rule is that if you were on the most recent fight, just hang back a little to just let other people go into the party and have a turn. Because ideally I would like, you know, to have as many people participate as possible, because it's fun. It's fun. Ow, my ears. I'm sorry, that was a jump scare. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that today. And hopefully I will not be stun locked, she says, with the scary possibility of being stun locked. I don't trust my gaming skills at 1:40 a.m. with 300 ping. You'd be surprised. When I was in Korea and I was playing Valorant on the JP servers, I had 300 ping. Don't ask me how those games are. Also, incoming Windows system noise. I'm unplugging my tablet. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Didn't you change to Endwalker last time? Yeah! And it keeps changing back. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I'm not doing the right setting for it. Alright, let me switch to gamer mode. Pandemonium is great in terms of taking the player on the wildest goddamn story imaginable. Wild is an understatement. Wild is an understatement, but hey, we're here for the ride. All right. Oh, is it not on? Wait. Is it not from like the movie thing that you could switch to on the front, like on the main login? Because I've been doing that the whole time. Hold on. No, other settings. Oh. Oh my. Well, that's something. I didn't know that was there. I've been manually changing it and gave up from the main screen. Well, that's embarrassing. All right. Well, here we are now. No worries. All right. Guys, who here is ready for family therapy? The raid series. Oh, fuck. We'll be fine. We will be fine. Yeah, more of the same stuff. I'm just gonna eat my 2 eggs. I don't know. Forget about nuking Pandemonium. I need my inventory nuked. This was Hephaestus's work. There can be no doubt. It seemed he learned from his previous failure. Oh. Oh, immediate cutscene. Oh my god, wait, they did take Eric Tony. I totally forgot. Fuck, we need to get our friend back! Okay. Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eriktonios, it made short work of his reason. The moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. 'Twas but a matter of time until it spilled forth. And that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eriktonios himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. He saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eriktonios, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. Had he provoked Eriktonios past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. I'm happy to see someone's taking accountability. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. Wow. Well, at least you can own up to it. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Eriktonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. La Habrea, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest levels of Pandemonium. I fucking knew it! I knew it! Is called Tartaros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Vice shall shine. Her dissolute aether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Leisure? Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I am afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern what end Hephaestus would use Eriktonios. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eriktonios' feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? Man, it's crazy how the ancients don't have room for grief for some reason. I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Oh. So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child? Are we, you know? How dare... But am I wrong? No. No. You were right. The blame for Arctonius' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. God damn it. I gotta work for my lore. The remaining key word is... Oh, okay. Agdistis? She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even amongst the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your aether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Are we teaming up with... Oh, okay. Internment shall not be necessary. From here, I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her. This is why we don't fuck around with alchemy. Oh, no music? The seventh circle. Technically speaking, this is as far as Dante's Inferno went. No, is there 9 or 7 circles of hell? Maybe there's 9. I forget. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. I will do the right dungeon this time. Or trial. This is 7 circle. Sprouts first time. I'll keep on going as warrior. Minimum IL silence echo. Guys, is it gonna be a pain in the ass to do min I no echo for this one? I know you guys were like last one was probably not the wisest. Seven can be rough. Okay. This one should be fine, manageable. Just do it. I believe in you. I don't know, man. I kept on getting aggro ripped from me. I'm not a very good warrior. It'll be okay. It's manageable. Also, welcome in, Train. Get the day 1 experience. Okay. All right. Party's up. This one took my group 40 minutes. Welcome in, you guys. We have the healers and tanks filled out. One more DPS? Kevin! I heard a pack battle stream is being considered. Wait, since when? Boz never told me. What the fuck? Also, thank you, Kev, for the prive. Wait. Said he'd be down. Dude, Pokemon packs cost money. They're getting more and more expensive depending on which ones we go for. Great, we're waiting for one more dips. I am not getting Pokemon packs off of Temu. What the fuck? I love eating ice soup for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Pokemon packs. We practice financial responsibility in this community. Eat combat food this time, not fishing food. I ate an egg. I should be fine. We should be fine. Oh, okay. Speaking of expensive, the new items. Wait, I heard that like they split up the outfit, but it's collectively it's more expensive than any one outfit on the store. Is that true? That's insane. Eeg. Yeah. If you were on the previous fight, most recent fight yesterday, it's free for all, first come, first serve if you guys want the slot. I don't know if you guys are holding back because of that. The $18 ones are variations, then the hat and gloves are an extra $6. Are they... I mean, did they think to do that because more money or out of courtesy for Viers and Roths who can't wear them yet? But I thought that they were working on making hats more available for Viers and Roths anyway, so what's the point of that? If anything, that's just gonna punish people who have hats available to them at... What? That's just rough, man! Welcome! Lavi Valka? Wait, I think that's the first time I'm seeing that name. Is that anyone from stream? Or is that Orlando? It's okay, we'll have more rotation later. And welcome back. Oh, okay, hold on. It might be Orlando. Abysso 7th Circle. Let's do a ready check. Ready check. Let's see. Everyone ready? Yeah! You must face your most daunting foe yet. Let's do this. Just let the ears clip signed an Ara, whose horns clip everything anyway. Oh no, I didn't do. Ooh, I didn't do mid echo. Ah! What? Wait. Wait. What? Alright, guys, can we back out real quick? Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. What? Wait. Confirm. Man, I love signs that go join. Oh, okay. Is everyone out? What's your take on Labubus? They're not necessarily for me. I don't... Like, if someone were to say gift me one, I won't refuse. Right? Like... Because I've had, like, people give me gacha... little gacha box trinkets before. But, I won't go out of my way to, like, get a certain one or whatnot. Usually sell the monster streams that fuck this shit, I'm out. That's what I'm saying! Oh. Ready is mock. Okay. I'm out. Okay. We're gonna just do this again. Join. Should... Yeah, I did it. Alright, let's do this. I don't like this. Body horror. Alright, let's do this. Okay. You will not leave, then you shall become mine. Bow of Addis? Bow? Ah! Okay, I now realize I need to look up. What? What? Emetheos Holy. What is that middle thing? Emetheos Glare? Why is it glaring? Oh! Okay, glare is center. Bow of Addis. Is it in the middle? That because it's out now? Yeah. Bow of Addis. Oh, it's up close, so it's close. I see now. I understand. Move to this way. Immortals Global? Are we supposed to? Is this? Oh! The platform crumbled! Oh. Well, this is... We have Brit... This is not good. That's close. That's close. Oh, it's fine. No one worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Spark of life? What? This music is sick though. Forbidden fruit. Why do I have bleeding? Essence converges. Beware that they may spawn. What's this? What is that? Why is there lemons? Oh! Well, this is something. What is happening? this way, go this way, go this way, go this way. Ow! I forgot. I forgot it's a triangle. They go across. Ah! Oh my god, the lemons again. Oh, wow, that's lemons. They're griffins now. Oh, ah! Oh, oh, oh. Everything was clear. Oh, what are... Oh, what? I hate it here. How am I supposed to? What am I supposed to? How was I supposed to know? Okay. Oh, no. Well, that was a learning experience. Day one, everyone jumped into the hole. Okay, let's do this again. I'm gonna give a 10-second countdown. We can do this. We can do this. May God help you, because I won't. Okay. That's a raid wide. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh no! Did I not learn? I got it mixed up. I got it mixed up. Oh. Okay, move. And that's the raid wide. Or I guess it's not, but still. Wait, no, there's a... And then we go in the middle. Here's Holy. Close. Addis, go close. Bows of Addis. Balls of Addis, I don't know. This is gonna be... Go far. Oh, it's cool. Way. Going to Immortals Oval? Okay, I love it when the platform crumbles. And they're gonna have chains. Oh, this magic into thin air. Oh, okay, go far. Spark of Light is raid wide, and there's gonna be Exa players after this. Right? No, we have lemons? Lemons? We have lemons, and these, if they are griffins, stay away. I mean, these guys stay off platform. Okay, these are going this way and this way, so we stay here. And do not move! Forbidden fruit, lemon time! These should be the griffins. And they point the direction they face, I believe. Go here. Yeah!
Oh, I'm so low. Mythios Glare. Okay, this is gonna be the troll one where I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? You wait, you wait, you wait. Go in. Oh, go here. Oh, no, this corner. Move into where it was. Oh, wait, no! Ah! Oh, move back, move back, move back. One's gonna... That's so wide. What the fuck? We're having lemons? More lemons. I don't want lemons. Where is it gonna happen? What's happening? Are they gonna be Centaurs or are they gonna be get away? Oh! Well, that's lovely. Okay, let's see what we got. It's probably gonna be griffins. Or like the little birds. Oh, there's only... What? Oh! Come on, come on, run, 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 run! Oh, God. Got more lemons. What? It's gonna pop first, and then we go. Boughs of Addis. Let's go far. This one. Spark of Light Raid Wide. Is that a stack? Can't. Oh. Again. If it's just gonna keep on doing this, we're gonna. Just gonna. God damn it. Okay. More lemons! What are you? Oh. Are we? Woo! Hold on. Go this way. Spark of Life. This is making me use so much of my brain in ways I did not think. Ugh! Me standing right over someone with a 10 buster. God damn it, this again. Go in. Woo! Dragoon? Wait, hold on. of Addis. Close, go far. Which one's gonna be this one? More lemons! We're almost done. Almost done. He was cold. Almost done. Oh my god, that still does a lot of damage anyway. Almost done, almost there, almost there. Couple more. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Hell yeah. I'm a botanist! We trimmed the tree like a bonsai! Thank you! But, I need to eventually spend this on the outfits. Eventually. Oh, I guess you guys can also just give it to me, but... Thank you! I can only imagine the Savage being god, like, awfully hard. Oh, wait, shit. We have an ad break. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna click anything until everyone's out. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and wait till everyone's out of ad break. Do not worry. Also, I need to check a quick thing. The first 7 minutes of the Savage is nothing happening. I feel like, if anything, it's everything happening. I hope that was a test of everyone's reflexes who was in there. A test of your reflexes. The last 3 minutes is everything all at once. Well, that sounds horrifying. Ugh. I should probably just drink up on my water before the ad break ends. Thank you for the hydrate, Legion. Thank you for the posture check. The mechs themselves are good, they just need to pace it better. Do you think there was something wrong with the... I will say towards the end it was just the same stuff over and over and over again. I almost fell asleep on this fight in Savage. Was it really? Also, hi Atash. Thank you for the stretch. Also, welcome back from ads. I did not press anything because we're doing the story together. Everyone here? Is everyone back? Sound off if you're not dead. 07s. Roll call. Who's back? Who's back from ads? Is everyone back from ads? Let's see. Sound off. Nomad's back. Zaren's back. Ops back. Roz is back. World is back. Messy. Oh, never mind. Zarian's dead. Kinroy. Alright. Oh, Raven's back. Alright, let's do this. The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of aether and pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a Q ward would have been able to detect it, and even then, with great difficulty. Ergo. Oh. If only I could restore Tartarus to order. But I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. She also has golden eyes. It's been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, keyword Agdistis. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spells, even diminished as you were. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus I am able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. How? The report! That was you! Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know. The tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I'm about to do, Master La Habre, but the story must be told. This is the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Eriktonios. No longer can you hide your heart away. He is so over it. He's like, what is about to be shared? A flashback? Hephaestus? No, the mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. Like right after he killed her? And do you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eriktonios? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. It would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirits so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. What did Athena teach you, Eric? Eriktonius believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. What does that mean? His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul were mere tools to be used and discarded. Are we about to find out another fucked up thing about this family? Is that where this is going? Is that what we're about to God fucking damn it! Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he wouldn't ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me. Or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. Athena, what did you do? Erictonius loved his mother more than life itself, and yet... what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture, and I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Erictonius, I hope. Thank you, Agdistus. I've always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? La Habrea, what happened? Hephaestus had doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. La Habrea, what happened? What did Athena do? Yet the roots of that hatred were born from a son's love, a love nurtured not by a mother caring for her offspring, but by a researcher creating the ideal test subject. I need someone to take Eric Tony far away from this place. I'm begging. Is there someone worse than La Habrea? And La Habrea, you made her your wife? We really need to think about who's procreating in the ancient world here. Agdistus was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, as she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad I am that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Okay, we know there needs to be more than whatever this conversation is. Who said they were doing the sideways tangle? That could still be manipulating Aether to make the babies. I genuinely think Erictonios in an ideal scenario was a test tube baby. I cannot imagine one La Habrea procreating, and I do not want to. Let that be known. One final wish. No, I said we really need to rethink. We need to rethink about who should procreate. Who should? Not whether or not who did. Whether or not they should. Let me be very clear about that. Okay? La Habrea would speak further of Athena's fate. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. What was she researching, though? She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Erichtonius could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating... Was Erichtonius supposed to be a hemitheoi? A hemitheos, sorry? I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. But then, okay, here's the thing. That means that somewhere deep inside La Habrea, he wants Athena alive too. This is gonna sound really stupid, but does that mean that La Habrea is confirmed to have feelings at least at one point in time? That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Erichtonius to safety in accordance with Agdistis' last wish. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartaros, where Athena built her testing compound. I can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. Wait, but we still have one more fight in the second tier before we go down to Tartaros, right? La Habrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Vice's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Eighth circle! If Hephaestus truly means to continue Athena's research, then Erichtonius is indispensable to his goals. Well, another egg for this trying time. Alrighty, I think maybe this time I'm gonna just put it in private party finder. Probably gonna be easier that way. We're gonna do Abyssos 8th circle, Sprout's first time. Private party, passwords for stream chat's gonna be 6969. And we're gonna do MINE. I'm assuming that, like last time, it's gonna be manageable and manageable for MINE. Um. So we're gonna be doing that. Recruit members. It's private. It's gonna be a private party this time, guys. And if you're in the last fight, just give it a second. Give it a minute or two. Before jumping in. I've already talked to Temis. Return to me safely, friend. Atash! Hell yeah, man. 2 warriors? Uma, that's real. Uma. Wait, I'm gonna... end this. There we go. Oh, we got our 4 DPS. Looks like got 2 more spots for 2 healers. Remember, if you're in last fight, give it a second. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Okay. If you are in last fight and you want to join, you are free to take up the last 2 heal spots if you're interested in healing. You have my blessing. For anyone who wants. Oh, 1 more spot. And we are good. Alright, just double checking. MINE. This was 8th circle. Let's do this. Oh wait, I should hold on, ready check? Everyone good? Alrighty, let's do this. Yeah! Egg. Oh. What in the world?
Ericthonios is mine.
That's how they
Heart
pronounce
and
it?
soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Do not remember La Habrea's voice sounding like that. Oh my goodness. Ah! That's what he... That's what he looks like in his true form? Oh my god, it's red because La Habrea is the one who's making these. The last tier were Castlevania. This was Resident Evil. Why is he built like that? He is naked. I hate it. We're gonna do a countdown. I didn't see the dancer. I should do a 16. Oh well, here we go.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Genesis of Flame. I'm just gonna double up in case. That was a raid. Why? What is that? We have boxes of
Flame,
sun.
my servants rise.
Oh, that's a dragon. What does that mean?
Out of my sight.
Oh!
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Phoenix. I'm assuming is middle.
Let's
Yeah.
sink sorrow
So
into
dragon
your heart.
is middle, Phoenix is sides. Sides. I mean middle. Sorry.
I tire of this farce.
You tire of this farce? I'm tired of you. Ow. Stop bleeding.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Whiny Phoenix? Oh, is that someone summoned? I can't tell. Oh! What in the venom?
You are prey to be
Into the shadows. That's lovely. What are you doing? Okay, we can't look at either of them. Goro spit. Oh. Or that's a Gorgon. Oh, that's why we can't look at them. Ectothermos. What does that mean? Oh, that's a raid wide. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day. That's a chain on the right hand? What does that mean?
perish in flames.
Fourfold fires.
Go forth and sate your
Sonic
boundless
Vent?
hunger.
Okay, so the tethered ones are the ones. Oh, let's not go to the ones that they felt. Ah! Well, okay, I had the right idea. Up here,
From fulgent flame my
Centaur,
servants
Phoenix,
rise.
middle.
Let's sink sorrow into your heart.
Genesis of Flame.
I shall see my wish
Reforged
fulfilled.
Reflection. Don't know what that is. Is he just... Oh my god, I hate that. That's like a leopard with tentacles going through his like blazing... Oh my god, wait, this is... Oh my god. Okay, I kind of did it. I kind of did it. I nearly did it. This is not a centaur. I don't want to hear it. I don't like this. He's just contorting his body. Chains on his legs now.
Sear flesh from
Volcanic
bone.
torches. Oh, I see. Don't step in the stupid kind of move. Understandable. Have a nice day. Okay, where are they gonna go? Panatheos Flare.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Dragon to the sides.
A fitting death.
Genesis Flame. Raid wide, right? Yeah. Okay, Flame Cluster.
Behold the fruits of
Reforged
sacrifice.
Reflection. I forget what this does. Oh my god, this again. The Gorgon.
You are prey to
Into the shadows. Oh! Go Thermos. That was a raid wide. Yep.
Perish in flames.
Fourfold fires. Okay, this is the one. This. Party mitts.
Go forth and
Get
sate
away
your
from the
boundless
tethers.
hunger.
Pay attention to where the dragons go. To this corner.
Fulgent flame, my servants
Why?
rise.
Yeah.
I tire of this farce.
That would have been bad. Genesis of Flame, raid wide. Guys! What happened? Wait.
Shall see my wish
Are
fulfilled.
what? Guys? Are we okay? Oh god, this again.
You will know
He's
my
gonna
rage.
be here. Oh, to there. To there. Oh god. 1, 2. Ah! Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I did it.
Who praying before a god?
This is a lot. Woo!
Leave naught but ash in your
Sunforge. Okay, dragon, get out of the middle.
out of my sight.
This is flame. Oh, I'm gonna just do this.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
In middle.
Let's sink
Oh!
sorrow into your
I
heart.
wasn't looking at the direction he was pointing. That's fucked. Oh, that's my 2 bone stacks.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Almost there, kill him! Yeah! Do we want to talk about what happened and why we had to use the LB3? Wait, what did you guys all die to? Guys! You should watch a Savage transition on YouTube. Honestly, I may consider it, but I feel like there is a high likelihood I may go. Oh wait, why am I passing them? I'm supposed to be greeting them. Fuck, no. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I get a wind up Erictonius? Thank you guys. Do the savage for the mount and top unlock. Wait, we have to do this to unlock top? You used to complain, but the devs just they said sorry, our game testers turned out to be better than you. Man. Is that a giant fucking eye? What in the Count Olaf kind of motif is this? Guys, what the fuck? Also, Hydra, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And Shin Park, thank you for the follow. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, totally. It's not any concern whatsoever. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error when out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. Oh, that's his mark on the ground. This is not over. Oh! I see you will not go peacefully. This is gonna be a La Habrea on La Habrea violence. What? Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erictonios' dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erictonios... he knows not what his wish would beget, the truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? Okay, to be fair, I don't know if you know what fatherhood is either, though. I wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Erictonios beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. I ushered Athena to her end. I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. I don't know about that. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are not but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Again, this is why we peer review, because putting all of the badness between you and your toxic wife into a sentient being is never a smart thing. Mother, no! Then how do I... come back to us. I hear you. I owe you and Temis an apology. Athena, did you ever... In La Habrea, I will have my say. Oh, shit! How? His mind was mine, not anymore? Yes, sir, boy! I can't explain. Vice's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. Oh shit, he's gonna do magic? Yeah! Interment! Let's go! Lock him up! When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. Oh, shit! The double up? The double up? Yeah! Oh. Rock candy? It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. You did well, son. The first time in his life, probably. But you know, it's fine. Eric needed that. Eric needed that. With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Erictonios above. That he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understand his adeptness in the art of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. You know what? Why can't you just, you know, say it with some gusto, but whatever, fine. I feel like that's the most we're gonna get out of him. Truth imperfect. So we just technically finished the second tier. Now is on to the third and last one. La Habrea is looking at Erictonios with concern. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? Wait, if we defeated the big bad, what else is there left? I see. Despite his muddled senses, Erictonius felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I cut away. A massive aether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale. Of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. Oh, we need to catch him up to speed. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Huh. That sounds like some of us. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. Oh, I see that I'm blinking and moving, and I do not like that. No, don't like that. You see, while she can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend of what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considering once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenges plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with the creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other. The result could be something greater than we have imagined. I wonder if that's what this research allowed the Asians to possess people's bodies. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. They romanced over... Okay, you know what? Who am I to question when people match each other's freak? I take it I was born not soon after. That is a way to put it. The blank look. Just so. I can't believe they're having the father-son birds and the bees talk right now. I believe she bore true affection for me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. He gave her Pandemonium as like a romantic gift? I also gave her free rein to conduct whatever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agdistis to keep watch from Tartarus' vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. I'm gonna ignore the pin chat. As for what occurred next is best to see with your own eyes. What am I about to see? Another hologram? Is that a... Oh, she's just perma-masked? Is that me? Oh, it wasn't planning to experiment on him. She was experimenting on him. You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandemonium are not meant to be masked. Oh. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since the inception. Oh, they are freaky. They get freaky. What the fuck? You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agdistis forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Erictonios, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. Tony had longer hair when he was younger? I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Oh, this girl. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. No, it's the act of willingly defying him. It's the phrasing of it. It's the phrasing of it. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I'm well aware, but you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You would have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habre, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habre, and we shall know one another more deeply. What? Impossible. You bonded your souls? And that's not a euphemism? Wait, there? In the office? Aye, that the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. They did this in the workplace. They did this in the workplace. In front of their crucified child. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? If I told myself back in ARR that I would be hearing La Habrea ask this kind of question is insane. This is insane. This is La Habrea had a toxic emotional relationship, and he wondered whether or not his dead, murdered wife ever loved. What? What is happening? What is happening? I am become the memory and mind. And wait! I can't! What is... Oh my god! Did she love me or did she love my ability to match her freak? Honestly? Can you feel it? What is happening? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. So she was just all consumed with work, that's all he's feeling? Her workaholism? Is this not watching? Essentially, I don't want to finish that sentence. I don't want to finish that sentence. Lahabra is willingly showing a holograph of him and his wife doing... Okay. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor. Dude, she is fucking freaky. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. "'Twas my weakness that let this weakness fester, but never again. Today, I will cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today, I renounce all that I was, and live only as Lahabrea." The fact that she's smiling! Oh my god! Oh, half his mask. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Yorm and Emmett Selk in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Do you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? Okay, I hate to do this, but in a minute, the 3-minute ad break will run because it's at the top of the ads. So I am not gonna move forward until everyone's out of ads. So thank you so much for supporting the stream and letting this be a pre-roll free stream so that when new people join the stream, they won't be hit with a wall of ads. Remember to go like stretch, get up, hydrate, get some snacks, and if you're free of ad jail, thank you for supporting. And we'll just be chilling here until everyone's out of ads, and then we'll move forward together. Sound good? Sound great? Awesome. I need to contemplate the fact that Lahabrea forced Eric Tony to watch him and his wife fuck, which is crazy to me, but I guess that's happening. We really need to get better overseers. The Elpis and the ancient world need an IRB. They need some kind of system about ethics. That did that in front of Elidibus, his co-worker. I just think a lot. The ancient world needs HR. They need HR because clearly La Habrea literally gifted his wife a mad secret laboratory. And no one oversaw it except for him. And he didn't even show up often. I just feel like that's just major conflicts of interest just blaring in big red signals. A little crazy if you ask me. A tad, a smidgen. I don't know about you. That's romantic. Doesn't matter if it's romantic. That's a conflict of interest right there. That's deliberately a conflict of interest. To be fair, she was the most qualified. Okay, that's fine. Do you know what would happen if Emmett Selk was put as like the supervisor? Okay, to be fair, coming out to Elpis would be a pain in the ass for him, but just someone else. Love makes one do stupid things, Yuzimii. You know what prevents that from happening in the workplace? HR. They are literally meant to keep that from happening in the workplace. Although a lot of HRs fail to do that, let's be fair. But this is supposed to be an ideal society, so technically speaking, an ideal HR would be the trick. Oh my god. Ideal HR would be no HR because of no conflicts. Okay, that's fair, but clearly, like, we have ideal with big asterisk in the ancient world, apparently. Because we have researchers with rampant depression and existentialism, or existential crises that ruin completely good creations that also give them depression. We have conflict of interest in the workplace. Children who are not getting therapy because their parents are fucking psychos. People who, instead of therapy, choose to literally, physically compartmentalize themselves and create evil alter egos. I don't... There's a big asterisk when it comes to utopia. As using utopia as a descriptor in the ancient world. What's HR stands on soul fucking in front of a crucifixion? I feel like that should... If an employee's handbook has to address that, I feel like you should, we need to reconsider a lot of things. Given some of the freaky creations, Yuzimii, HR probably are putting out fires elsewhere to be worried about office hanky-panky. Well, unfortunately, this office hanky-panky is also somehow tied to the creation of really freaky creatures. Like, this is all just turning into one giant Mobius strip of just awfulness. I think we need to go back to Emmett and clarify that this is the world he's trying to bring back. Did Emmett know? I feel like if someone told Emmett, he would be extraordinarily mad. And he was like, this is what you are doing with our legacy? I don't know. Anyway. Let us continue. Welcome back, guys. I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I'd never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. The Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and a father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Oh my god. La Habrea misses his wife, guys. There's a part of La Habrea that misses his wife. I never thought I would be saying that, but lo and behold, here it is. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We had shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? Just the sheer silence. God, what do we say? Dude, how do we... I want to get him to counseling, man. What does your heart tell you? I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was the best for me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother. The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I've said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me, or not. This song? The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don the mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, I mean, this isn't really father-son bonding, but I think this is the closest we'll get. Thank you, Hephaestus. Listen, I have a whole 50 minutes left to stream, so we're gonna make the most of this shit. Also, how come your VTuber is black and white? I'm currently using a free-to-use model, and they decided to make a model that's... This artist decided to make a model that's in the style of Omori. But I am planning a debut, and got a custom model of my own. So that's an exciting thing to look forward to, if you guys are willing to stick around. Alright. Father-son progress? I guess? I don't know. Alright. Hephaestus was far more than an imitation of La Habrea. He was quite literally a part of him. But La Habrea to me is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that Hephaestus represented, he shall become ever more himself in a way. I have said all that needs to be said. In this moment forward, I pledge that my heart shall not lead me astray. You know, I just at the end of this, please, Eric, Tony, seek some counsel. Or Temis, introduce him to Vana. I feel like this is traumatizing. And in it of its own way. Your reactions are providing a much-needed bucket of cold water and a reality check on this. Is it a real? Sometimes I feel like I get swept up in what's going on more than it is a reality check. But thank you. I am so glad this is the only Asian sex tape. No, no, we're not contemplating whether. No, we're not contemplating. No, this did not open a door to discussion about whether or not the existence of other Asian sex tapes. No, no, we are moving on. We are moving on. Don't say so far. I don't want to hear it. I have said all that needs to be. Oh my god. Stop. Get some help. Are we good? Okay. Oh god. I've heard enough. Same! There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Wait until you meet the unsundered Horiange Twerkules. You guys think you're comedians? You guys think you are comedians? Fuck that eye in the sky! Also, are you telling me that I'm realizing now Athena designed this Looney Tunes cartoon haunted house? Jesus Christ. Guys, what's that Northern Lion clip where he's like, where Chatter's like, I think like a goth woman could fix me? No. You need universal health care. You don't need, no. No, that'll fix you, not the goth girl. Oh my god, ow. My earbud fell out. God. I need a woman with a wolf cut to beat me to death. No, you need universal health care. Stop it. I owe you an apology, Vice. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would have never known La Havre's story. My father's story. It was a tale I too was... Were you? I don't think fascinated is a good word, but I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. I can't help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. Really hope she didn't. I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Elidibus, so long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and mind. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That as well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. Yet there is the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' aether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another? I totally forgot that this all started because we found a crystal in the ideoscope. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azim was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known, even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure. We will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue your journey, or, if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose? This talk of journey smacks of Azim. As well it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. You may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Time to go back to Aporia. Learning about La Habrea's mask crowns me when I've transformed. Is it that we manifest in a way that reflects our innermost selves? I thought that mask a symbol of the chains that bound my heart, but recent events have caused me to reconsider that assumption. Okay! That crystal that hangs from Eric Tonios' waist was a gift from me, made in the hopes that it would spark growth in his aptitude for magic. 'Tis plain he no longer requires it, but I see no reason he cannot wear it for a while longer. Okay! That's kind of adorable. That's kind of cute. That's kind of really, really cute. La Habrea casually wants his son to keep on wearing the trinket that he gave him. And Eric Todios is like, you know, man, I have a design aspect that's kind of reflective of my father that I'm less resentful of now. That's crazy. He does love his son. He's just awful at showing it. I think he's just awful at showing anything. Let's be real. It took him how long to confess that he wondered whether or not his insane wife loved him? Let's, you know, it really just does wonders. Like, two things can be true at once, you know? Why, if it isn't Vice? Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost. What? We have quite lost track of where he might be. That is deeply concerning, and to make matters worse, Nimgigi was just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the ideoscope. In fact, please, you must come with me. This is what? That was not there before. Is that real? God, I hate it here. Did La Habrea move shit? What happened? Man, a haunted house in my ethereal sea? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh, hi, Fortunal. We did some redecorating, and by we, not me. And you too. Professor Claudine's assistants, I take it. As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I'd thank you to furnish me with an explanation. So... an ancient stuck his dick in crazy, and now we have a haunted house. So... I don't know what to tell you, Fortunal. While the research summary you submitted to the form gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming! Uh-huh. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Aziz Law, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. This is great. This is just great. A rash endeavor even for Claudian. But he has ever allowed the thrill of the discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for the unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, pandemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Oh boy. This is not good. Not good. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He could be dead! He even brought the crystal with him! We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. Same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see how that my unexpected imaginations fail to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. If the creations within do the same. What are the key words? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortunal asked and write that report. As for you, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. And next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Oh man, this is... Uh-huh. Okay. Here is what is up. About have like 30-ish minutes left of stream within me. I could try pushing as far as we can. But a part of me thinks that you guys want me to do the next tier in one fell swoop. Barring I do not have multiple crash outs for cutscenes. So, this is what, guys, lock in. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. We are going to continue 3rd tier next Tuesday. Same time, same place. My schedule has rarely, if ever, changed. Tuesday and Wednesdays have always been progs for MSQ or side content. So what's gonna happen is Tuesday, 6 p.m. my normal time. I've always posted my schedule on my Discord. With that. This Saturday, however, I need to nip this in the bud so that we can have as much time as possible on Tuesday. We are going to be adding the rest of tier 2 onto the insanity board. And I cannot believe this, but I think this may be the first time I am adding Asian sex tape onto my insanity board. And one day it will be up for purchase as a print. And so you too will have Asian sex tape hanging on your wall, if you so should choose. I cannot. I hate La Habrea because he's making me add this. Can we get a full-size poster? I'm talking to a merch person so that we can have that a possibility. Warder, thank you for the follow. Welcome, man. Welcome. Thanks for joining the gang, man. You too can own the Insanity poster with the giant words ASEAN sex tape. Jesus Christ. Keep that in mind that we had to live with that cliffhanger for 6 to 7 months. Oh, you guys didn't appreciate La Habrea's fun bouncy house? Just in the Labyrinthos basement? For however long? I didn't know there were plans for an Insanity print. There have been plans for an Insanity print. I am trying to figure out, because, okay, I'm gonna be honest, the file is large. Both the Shadowbringers Insanity board and the Endwalker Insanity boards, the file is very, very large. I need to see whether or not we can print something in a reasonable size, because the bigger the print, the more expensive it will be. So I'm trying to see if a file that large can be made into prints of a reasonable size, and if it can't, don't be mad at me if I need to do some reformatting, because I am not putting like 50-foot prints up for sale. That is way too unreasonable of a size to ship. Too expensive. But I am doing my best to see if Insanity prints can be a thing. I didn't realize like size would be an issue, and here we are. You know. Who am I to say? Alright, can you offer people the original files for sale so we can print our own? Well, considering sometimes when I open each file, it stutters my PC, and my PC is built like a chonker, I feel like if I were to do that, I would be inexplicably sending you guys a nuke to your computers. So I don't think that's possible. Without being some sort of considered electronic terrorism. So I don't want to do that. Because I get scared. I hold my breath every time I open it. It's called a zip bomb. I don't want to send... Listen, this thing is a behemoth. I have 120 terabytes of storage and 5080. I'm good. Yeah, but like some poor someone with a college, with a laptop for their college classes is going to sit in the middle of a lecture hall with their entire computer just schmelted. What about an Insanity board shower curtain? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question and I'm not looking for any answers. Hold on. Do you guys really want a shower curtain that has in big bold letters ASEAN sex tape on it? I really want you to consider the ramifications of having that as a shower curtain. No, do not say yes. Do not say why not. No. No, that's not a good enough answer, and you guys know that. No, that's... Don't say why not. Oh my god. In fact, I'm making my living room curtain. Listen, I am not here to judge anyone's freak or their interior decorating, except for, I guess in this case, Athena's. Divide it into 200 individual pieces, print to cardstock in varying quantities, sell as card packs of 10 each. See, now that is an idea I can get behind. RNG in the form of trading cards. What the hell? Carl, thank you for the 5 gifted. What the fuck? Thank you? just use the emotes for good and not evil. Asian sex tape shower curtains where I can dress up as La Habrea and pour shampoo into my hand and say I'm so... I wanna stop reading. Asian sex tape card will go for more than a grade 10 Black Lotus. Make it 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. I feel like you guys are enjoying the insanity board a little too much. Anyway, we're gonna be doing that on Saturday, as well as some other shenanigans. Haha, aka me unlocking flight in in Elpis on stream, because I've been putting that off for way too long. Yuzi, you should watch Evangelion. When we have time to do an anime night in the Discord, we can. Speaking of Discord, tomorrow we are doing treasure maps for our community night. Get your treasure maps here. And I'm super excited because next week, I think the community night is going to be Moogle Tomes. So we're going to be doing that. And on Sunday, we have our community movie night, which the poll is in. We will be watching Anastasia. We'll be watching Anastasia. So hop in the Discord if you want to join our community nights. And maybe cleaning up the inventory. Listen, when I say Saturday is our shenanigans nights, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that, so you know. So do the Savage unlock if you haven't. It's amusing, at least to me. We'll figure out what we're gonna do on Saturday, but community night tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. Again, the times are in the Discord. The event's gonna be hosted in the Discord. Get your treasure maps. Okay. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today. We are ending a stream a little bit early, but honestly, it's for the best, because if we continued, I know for a fact I will have an aneurysm. That being said, I know exactly who we're gonna raid, because they raid me when I was doing my Endwalker finale. We are going to be raiding Meppermint Pocha. Holy shit. But thank you guys so much. I want to say just hanging with me honestly, while I do this. Like, I never thought I would have so much fun going. Okay, I thought that I have fun. I am getting psychic damage going through these side quests and raid series. So thank you guys so much for spending time here with me. It means so much, because honestly, I would not be doing this and I would not be streaming if not for you guys. And the VOD will be up within 24 hours, so it'll be up tomorrow morning, and I hope to see you guys whether in the Discord or around on stream. All right, feel free to copy and paste those raid messages. You know, we're gonna say hi to Meppermint. We're gonna say hi. Be sure to, you know, if you want to stick around for the raid, they are the sweetest bean, and we want, you know, just show that we come to support them. Just show that we come to support them and say hi and all that. So feel free to copy and paste, cause you know, support in numbers, you know. All right, that's it for me. Oh, congrats on getting a sub. Night. Congrats. Please use the emotes for evil. Not, I mean, good, not evil. Good, not evil. Good, not evil. All right, ready? Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. See you guys next time. All right. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.